you've been watching Divert Living for a while now, you know I visited Turkey and Serbia. I was recently asked on Instagram what my thoughts were when it comes to Turkey versus Serbia. And if you know Divert Living's history, you know I like to compare different travel places like Thailand versus the Philippines. I'm not comparing these two places to tell you which one is better, but yet to tell you which one will best fit your travel needs and what you are looking for in a trip. Both of them are beautiful and they both offer so many unique aspects individually. But when you're traveling on vacation, not everybody is allotted enough time to see more than one destination. So hopefully this video will guide you through which place you should travel, Turkey or Serbia. Well, I can't really start the video off without telling you where I went in both places. I got to see not only the capital cities of both, but some small villages around the country of Serbia as well. Novi Sad, Belgrade, Sombor, and Zrenjanin. When I visited Turkey, I was only able to visit Istanbul. With the population of Turkey being 82 million and Serbia being only 6.94 million people, really wanted to take my time in Istanbul to experience as much of the city as I possibly could. With spending 10 days in just Istanbul, I did get to see a lot of the city and experience a lot of the different nooks and cracks. Serbia being such a smaller population, I got to experience Belgrade and a lot more places around the country. Now let's talk about ease of travel. Both of these countries are very well connected for tourists, especially by trains and buses. But if you're an American traveling to either Turkey or Serbia, you also have the opportunity to rent a car. Rented this car for 10 days. It was 25,000 dinar?
No, 2,500 dinar a day, so 25 US a day.
Yeah. So $25 a day, split between 3 people, super affordable. But this was the obvious way to get around and explore. It was fast, convenient, and super affordable. But just like any city, if you're renting a car, it becomes a little difficult to find parking. We're literally walking around the city center right now, searching for parking.
Okay.
No cars.
Here, 1 hour.
1 hour?
Yes.
No, we need overnight.
No.
If you plan to just spend time in the city and not go to the countrysides, I suggest not renting a car because it is more of a hassle to find parking and it becomes more expensive as well. Both Serbia and Turkey have great taxi services, so you have the opportunity to use ride-sharing apps like Uber in Turkey or Cargo in Serbia. Just being careful in both places because if you're not using a ride-share app and you're going with the local taxi service, just keep in mind that not all of the cars offering taxi services are actually licensed taxis. I don't know what's actually happening right now. We're literally driving on the train tracks. This guy was not a taxi, but he charges 50 real to get to Taksim Square. Oh, there's another taxi doing it. I guess this might be legal. The problem you run into when you're dealing with a non-registered taxi is he just tried charging 20 more even though we agreed upon 50. With Turkey being such a large country, renting a car is a great way to get around and spend a week's vacation getting to see more off the beaten path. But you're actually better off taking the long hauls from one side of Turkey to the other side and renting a car in each city because driving can take up a lot of time, especially in a large country like Turkey. In Serbia, you can drive one side of the country to the very other side in just over 7 hours, seeing a lot more in a lot less time in Serbia. Now, can you really talk about the difference in two countries without talking about the food? I absolutely love the food in both these places and they both offer very hearty, heavy meals. But they are both very different and very unique in their own special ways. I did notice the convenience of finding food in Turkey is a lot greater than in Serbia. Turkey, you're walking the streets and just about every other person you see has a cart offering street food. So the convenience of finding food at the time you need is a lot more likely. With there being a large migrant population in Turkey, you have a huge fusion of different foods. I really want to finish this, but it's getting more and more spicy.
Spicy for him.
Different dishes in Serbia, they are well known for their pork, chicken, and lamb. The Serbian food is very hearty, with sides of potatoes and different meats. While in Turkey, you not only have the fusion of Turkish food, but you also have a large variety of different choices from Italian to Pakistani food. You just have a lot of different international cuisine. The most common thing you're gonna find is a donar or even a Turkish pizza.
Oh, this is good.
It's just like super crispy pizza. I've had rice paper pizza in Vietnam, but wow, this is so good, super crispy.
There's so much flavor in here. All the onions, the peppers, the minced meat.
Now, Turkish sweets is something that you will also find, and sweets is something you will find in both countries.
Yeah, dude.
I'm about to try me some Serbian snacks. Bananica. These Serbians love their bananas. I'll tell you. Banana banana candy, banana coffee, banana chocolates, banana wafers.
Smells like manure.
Oh, well, we're in the countryside.
If you guys don't know what manure is in
what?
English, it means cow shit.
It smells like my house. Because all around my house, we got farmland. Oh man, these smell good.
Dude, they're bomb.
Oh,
they're my favorite candy.
These are so strong with banana smell. So we do have wafers in the US. Normally vanilla or chocolate. I've never seen banana. These are so good. Bananita. Now we can't finish up talking about food without talking about alcohol. Alcohol is available in both of these countries, Turkey and Serbia, but it's more commonly available in Serbia than Turkey. Now the main reason for this is religion. With Turkey's population being more than 99% Muslim and Serbia's population being 84.6 Orthodox, that makes it a little bit harder in Turkey to find alcohol, especially at certain times like late at night. Now while you're out trying to find your alcohol and your different foods, language can also be an issue while you're traveling to either of these countries. For Serbia and Turkey, traveling is actually very easy when it comes to communication, especially in the larger cities like Belgrade and Istanbul. I didn't run into many issues, and when I did, the locals would work through things with us to make sure we got absolutely everything we needed.
Do you have cafe as well?
Yep, great. Cappuccino. Gracias. Study shows about 20% know English perfectly in Serbia, 35% know basic, and 45% know little to none. That around 17% of the Turkish population can speak English to some extent. I would have never guessed that because I never ran into any issues in Turkey while speaking English. Now for the people, both Serbian and Turkish people are extremely friendly. While traveling in both Turkey and Serbia, we quickly became friends with many locals near the places we stayed. Anytime we needed assistance or advice, if we couldn't find it online, we would just ask any of the locals that were near our home while we were eating, and they would go out of their way to give us different tips, suggestions on places where to go, and what we should and shouldn't do in these places.
Turkish coffee. Here. We want bomb Turkish coffee.
Nice coffee is near
Is it close?
Yeah, here, just here.
In Turkey, as soon as you left the main areas, the locals became more reserved. They kind of kept to themselves a little bit more. Serbia, the locals will come out of nowhere to chat with you and to help you out. Serbia has more influence from the other EU countries and the western side of things. When you're deciding to travel to a certain place, cost comes into factor. Turkey is generally around 28% cheaper than in Serbia, and you notice this right away.
75 lira.
75 lira.
Yeah.
And for me?
70. No, 70 also for you.
But dude, you got a cheaper price. Is it because I'm white? That is all. I found the cost of everything in Turkey is a lot cheaper. Now with this comes some fears. Things being not real or the quality being not as good.
500. Let's see your size. Yeah.
And I never really had this issue in Serbia. When you start getting things that are very cheap, it makes you question things. Some of the things that we were told were real weren't actually real. Now, just because one place is more expensive than the other doesn't mean you can't afford to visit both places. With Travel the World, Dream and Budget for Your Next Adventure by Chanel and Stevo, you can plan out all the essentials for your upcoming trips. I love how they cover everything from packing to breaking down the budget and what you're gonna need. Honestly, I wish I had this Skillshare class when I was traveling my first year. Skillshare is an online learning community with thousands of inspiring classes for creative and curious people. Explore new skills, develop existing interests, and get lost in the creativity. At a time when there's so many important conversations going on, your voice is more essential than ever. Skillshare offers membership with meaning. Connect with fellow creatives, and enter a community of encouragement, communication, and inspiration. The first 1,000 people that click on the link in the description box will get 30% off their premium membership so you can explore your creativity. Now, the culture of these two places. Traveling Turkey and Serbia, the culture is very vivid. From the churches to the mosques, or to the local dishes they're serving. Culture is everywhere, and for me, it was a little more vivid in Turkey. I really loved exploring the city at all times of the day, and you got to hear the prayer going off multiple times while you're traveling around the city and the country. There is something so beautiful about that. You get to see the beautiful architecture of the mosques all over the city. I had never seen so many mosques in my life when I visited Turkey. If you go to the top of the Galata Tower, you can literally see mosques in every direction. At one point in time, I counted over 30 mosques. While culture is more than just architecture, food, script, and religion, you can find signs of it everywhere. Serbia seemed to be a little bit more westernized and a little bit more like what I was already used to. They seem to be a little bit more quiet with their traditional cultural norms. Now, by no means am I telling you one country is better than the other, because I think you should visit both. But if you have to take a vacation and you're only allotted a certain amount of days, I really hope this video helps you break down what country best fits your travel needs and what you're looking to do while on vacation.